Hello and welcome in today's episode. Lovely day today. Blue sky, bit of clouds, blue sky, but it's, as you can tell, incredibly cold. So, plenty of coffee today, warm jumper, and we'll get some work done at the allotment today. We are sowing some spring onions today, red and white spring onions. White Lisbon, and I cannot remember the red one. Bear with me a minute. So yes, White Lisbon is one of them, and the other one is North Holland Blood Red. Try again. North Holland Blood Red Mate. So yeah, I think with enough red in there, that should be a red. I think. Right, so I've not done as much as I was hoping to do because I've been chatting away today. It's been one of those days, but at least obviously all this is now clear and ready. So Tony did say that I can use the compost that's in there, so that's great. I'll be using that one. It saves me having to go through the roadwork to try to get some compost, and I'll just get it replaced at some point. But I don't think I'll be able to get it done today because I still need to go to the recycling center with what I've got. But at least the ground is ready, and maybe tomorrow or the day after I'll be able to come back and finish this. So something that we have done though, a couple of things that we have done, let me show you. So ignore the wheelbarrow there, which obviously was full with the bindweed, so it's been emptied, bagged and taken into the car for the recycling center as well. Still a couple of things that need to be taken away. Look at that, all gone. It's also a lot clearer now. So Tony's been busy piling up things that we are keeping, and everything else been taken away. Obviously the wheelbarrow wasn't here, but there was more stuff at the back. And it's all clear here, and it's just the bits here at the back. So there was broken glass as well in there, which has been taken away, which actually made me realize that this one is not broken as I thought it was. It's actually because there was a broken pin that was lying down in front, which the reflection looked like it was broken. That being said, there is a broken one. This one right here is broken right across. So as you can see, but I need to be careful because this is just going to drop down. So yeah, this one is broken. I've checked, but we don't have the right size, so that's another one that's going to be cut. So apparently they're getting a new delivery of new glass because they've got, well, actually there's one full one that's completely free of glass. There's one there that's got a couple of glass left, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, I think, which still need a good few panes of glass in. So they have ordered some more glass. So no rush to get that. I think they've got like 5 left just now, so it's getting a bit short on glass. But yeah, once it comes back in stock, I'll get 1 and 2 to replace those 2, and I'll get that done and over with, or Tony will, whatever, whichever one gets them first, but we'll get those ones replaced, which means that all the glass in the greenhouse will be brand new, if you know what I mean. They will be replaced. I've also put the bits in the railing up there it fits, but it's still not any better. So I've had a look, and I think it's the railing itself that's damaged. So it's something that's going to need attention, but I'm not exactly sure. Apart from getting a new one, I'm not exactly sure what else we can do in there. So bit of an issue, but it's a tiny bit better. There's an extra wheel, so now it's on 3 wheels, so it's a bit better. And last but not least, let me show you. We have the rough, excuse the tools, obviously that's what's been used there. We've got a rough outline of the water feature in here. So that's the one there, and then I don't know if you will be able to see right along here, there, and then all the way to here. That's kind of the separation that will be between the two bits. I've not mentioned it, but you probably noticed the bin, the compost bin number 1 is back. So if you remember, it blew away during the big storm in January. We thought it had got lost, but the plot neighbor told us that he had put it away at the back of, at the right when you come in the allotment, at the back of something. So it was kind of hidden away, and also didn't blow all over the place because he wasn't sure if it was ours or someone else. I was holding off to go and get it because, well, it was quite snug in there, and I thought it's just gonna blow over all over the place. So I'm glad I did, because there's been more wind, which, although it's windy just now, it should pretty much be the end of the high wind. And obviously I've put a couple of bricks as well on top, so fingers crossed that should stay there now. So yeah, I've just put it back, so it just finishes off that corner. We've got the place marked up now, so we can start digging. I'll see you tomorrow, Wednesday. I need to check the weather. One of those 2 days I'll be back here, and definitely will do the spring onions at that point. (26.8 degrees). It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon, so obviously we are getting to the hottest part of the day. But my goodness, what a stunning day. That being said, I had to defrost the car this morning. I've not checked the temperature here. The greenhouse at home went down to 0.6 in the early hour of the morning. Obviously you've seen me coming in with the jumper. I went for a wee tour around the allotment before coming in, and oh my goodness, I was just like, I was roasting with just my jumper on like that, was the sleeves pulled up. So I think that's just gonna be t-shirt day today, and sunglasses again. Loving it. Right, so we definitely have some watering to do today. Everything is bone dry in here. It's just ridiculously dry. So a bit of watering. I'll wait a bit later to do this. I'm actually thinking that I will have to fill up the trays, because although it's still cold in the morning, and it will be for the next 2 or 3 days or mornings, during the day this is what we can expect. So I reckon this greenhouse unattended, which is probably going to be the case over the next few days, could reach out easily 30 plus. Anyway, so what is happening today? So yesterday we've prepared a bed here for the onions, which I've got with me. So today we are sowing the onions, definitely 100% sowing the onions. Compost in here, I'll get that, fill up the space, rake it in place, and then we'll get the rope and mark up and start sowing. First direct sowing of the year. I'm so super excited, and I couldn't get a better day for this. I'm flying through the jobs today. It's that's great, but I should have actually got more stuff to do, because I'm gonna run out of things that I can do in here. I suppose I could really dig up the whole water feature, but I don't really want to do that right now. If I've got to be completely truthful, I still need to do a bit of research for depths and that kind of stuff. I know that obviously I'm gonna do like a 2 or 3 level, I think 2 level. So obviously the spring onions, red and white, have been sown now. It's all been watered and everything, so fingers crossed they should be growing quite nicely. Now they're in proper medium, not like the one I've done before, which were literally just in the old soil that I had turned over but just left as is without feeding or anything like that. It's good compost here that I've added, and it's sown in there, so should be a lot better. We have another beautiful day today. I think it's actually the word of the week this week. It's just like, I think every single day that I've been filming, I've not looked through my videos yet. I usually look at them at the beginning of the following week when I start doing my editing. Uh, but I'm pretty sure every single filming day I'm starting like, oh, it's a beautiful day today. Oh, it's such an amazing. So yeah, I think that's gonna be the theme of the week. As it was about time, but yes, it's a beautiful day again today. Bit cold. Can't have everything. Obviously, it's still chilly at night time. It's clear sky at night. Actually, my eyes are tiny because I've got the sun right in my face, so I'm struggling to see you. But yeah, it's oh, what a beautiful day today again. We've got a bit of sowing to do, and mostly we are doing the rest of the strawberries, which I was meant to do a couple of days ago. I didn't get a chance to do it. I was supposed to do them yesterday, and I forgot about them. So I need to do this today because it's been now 7 days since they've been packed. It's been open and everything, so they're breathing a bit, but they are gonna start drying out pretty quickly. So it's time to do this. So today I'm gonna do some Zinnia. I believe those ones are Jazz. So I've got a few Zinnia, and to be fair, I had done, this one is open because I had done some last year, and every single one of them had been slugged. I haven't had a single Zinnia last year because of the slugs. So I'm kind of hoping that I would get a few this year. I've had this Lavatera for quite a while. I don't particularly like them. I'm not a big fan of pink flowers, but as you can you see? If I turn it over, as you can see, that's another one that I got in the magazine. And I could have given it to someone else, but I just thought I'm holding off to it. I might be able to use it somewhere at some point. But I've never really found anywhere to use it. But the seeds are to be sown by March 2025, so this month. So I might as well just sow them and see what's coming with those ones. So that's another one. So off camera, I got the compost out for putting up the strawberries. I've looked out as well the strawberries and separated them because they felt really tight together. So I've got 8, but some of them are very small. So I've just joined them up and made 6 bunch out of this. So same then here, obviously I've got one that's a couple mixed together. Absolutely fine, no problem at all. I've got this ready. I've got some pots. I had to move things a bit about, so the sunflowers are now up there, and then things have been moved about. My trays are ready down there and up here for the sowing, so let's go. Right, so that's the Lavatera and the Zinnia Sown. They are both down here, and obviously the extra strawberries are up there. Actually, before I finish this week's video and end up forgetting to mention it, this vent I think will need to be replaced. The auto vent is just not working at all. The other one on the other side is wide open. It's currently 14.5 in the greenhouse, but the sun is hitting right on it. It's just at the back now, but up until an hour ago it was at the front and was hitting as hard, but this one didn't open at all. So I think the auto vent is done, unfortunately. The other thing that I wanted to mention is, try not to fall, right here. The water butt is working now, so I don't know if you can see there's a bit of white tape to it there. So that's what it was. The tap is, I don't know, there's a wee leak coming from somewhere. I don't exactly know where, but there's a wee leak coming from somewhere, so I've put some plumber's tape over it, and it's working perfectly now. The water that I've put in 5 days ago is still exactly at the same level, so victory. Very express visit at the allotment. Today I was hoping to have, give or take, about an hour, but unfortunately some of the road work which were meant to be finished by now are back. For some reason they had taken everything away and then it's back, so yeah, it's taken me ages to get here, but we are here. It's just gonna be quick watering. There's not really much else I've got time to do today, but we definitely need to get some watering. Sorry, I've got the sun right in my face, so I'll give you the salute just now. So watering, then off we go. I might be able to get a couple of things done in the garden this afternoon, but certainly not at the allotment, unfortunately. Watering. Welcome back to the garden for this last day of the week. So it's Sunday today. No, not as sunny today, but it's actually still a really nice day. We've had some rain past couple of nights for a bit, but it's good because obviously plants outside were needing it. It brought the temperature slightly down, but here in the greenhouse it's 18.6. It's actually warmer, but if it makes sense, it's like this wind has stopped, and yeah, it feels a bit colder, but it's actually a bit warmer, you know. Anyway, right here, I don't know if you can see them. Right here we've got the 2 buckets. I've done this off camera, by the way. That's a new angle. I hope it's okay. I've not tried it yet, but I've got a new angle from the top of the greenhouse, which I'm hoping will give a bit of gift for myself, because I'm starting to lose space, and this is the tripod I usually use, so it does take a bit of space around. Anyway, so we've got the 2 buckets in here, which I took them off camera in the greenhouse because they're quite bulky. I just couldn't figure out a way to film this other than having the camera from that side, which then would have been in my way. So I thought I'll just bring them in. They're ready. So I've added some compost and I've topped it up with some of the seed sowing compost that I had left from things we sown earlier in the week. So I managed to put 2, so I'm really happy with that. It's quite snug. There's not much give. I might take it down to just the 1 later on, once this all come down later on in the season, for just the tomatoes in here. I will see if it gives me enough space to have the 2, or if I just should leave 1 out. I'm not exactly sure, but just now that will be absolutely fine with 2. So we're going to be sowing some spring onions, White Lisbon, and we are going to sow some carrots, which are the Paris one, the wee round one, the wee ball one. I need to go and get the carrots because I thought I had them with me, but I forgot to bring them over. And then we'll get sowing. So this is not the easiest angle. You're actually under the potting bench just now. But yeah, that's the best way I could find to try to show you this bit. So I'm just gonna water this soil a bit, although the compost underneath is really wet. That top layer of the seed sowing compost had been left for a couple of days in the potting tray, and obviously dried out a bit. So I've got my two label. I'm thinking, doesn't really matter, but I'll do the carrots in this one, and please don't fall, and the spring onion in this one. So let's start with the spring onions, which I've got right here. So I will go quite heavy on this, and then thin out by just picking some small spring onions, really, and which will be used as well in the kitchen. You know, it's not going to be thinning out to throw away. It's going to be used, but I just want this to be well packed. The carrots, I will be fairly heavy on it as well, but this one will definitely need thinned out, and I'm not going to be able to keep the thinning, so I just need to go a little bit lighter on the sowing, although I've been really heavy on the sowing there. It's just broadcast, as you can see. There's no rows or anything like that. It's in a bucket. It's just going to grow all over the place, and that's absolutely fine. So once I've got this down, I need to put some soil. So I had kept a bit of the mix, which I'm just going to scatter over the top. Just like that. Give everything a wee tap so it's got a good contact with the seeds, between the seeds and the soil. It's been such a busy week that I've not actually had a proper look yet at the sowing for the coming weeks. In my mind, it's slowing down a bit for the next couple of weeks, but I could be completely wrong. So you'll find out next week, obviously. The one thing that I've done as well, which I have not done on camera because that was a bit pointless, but I just wanted to show you this bit. So when I got the strawberries, those ones from Sown, not to name them, there was a special offer with 2 dozen lavender. I can't remember how much I've paid, but that was just like a couple of quid. There wasn't, I think it was $4.99 or something like that for the 24, 12, or yeah, 12 of each. Hitcut and Munstead are the two that I've got, and I knew there were tiny plugs, but just in case, you know, they're not very clear on what they look like. And in fact, when I was looking at the picture and I compared to what I've got, it's just like they're showing you plugs, you know, like foliage is about this size. I get something that's about this, you know, it's like you go from an inch to a third of an inch. It's very much a big difference. So unfortunately, I've not kept the trays here, but they're really small plugs. So what you need to do when it's like that is you can't really plant them out straight away. They will just die off straight away. So I need to pot them up. So I've potted them up. Now I'll show you. See what I mean? They're really small. So see if I can pull one out. There we go. So that's one plug right there. They're very small. But they will grow quite quickly and fill up this. Once they get bigger plugs, I can then put them on in individual pots, such as, trying to be careful because it's full of water, such as this side, or even slightly bigger like the one for the strawberries here. Something like this, grow them on, and those will go in autumn for next year. They will not go in the garden. It's just a bit of a lie, I feel, when they tell you that they've got like garden ready mix. It's not true. I'm not saying don't do it. It's a really good value. I've got 24 lavender for, I think, yeah, I genuinely thought that was £4 or something like that. So it was really, really cheap. But it won't be for this year, it will be for next year. And next year, again, there will be quite small plants as well. So, you know, they will need a bit of time to establish. Don't expect a massive, you know, like one of those pots or something like that straight away. That's not going to happen. But anyway, thank you very much for joining in this week again. If you like this video, usual, please leave a thumb up. That really helps the channel. If you are not a subscriber yet, please subscribe and make sure to tick the bell. And I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.